Developing story now involving the Bradley Beach police chief and a sergeant in a heated confrontation in the middle of a DWI investigation.
News 12 New Jersey's Lauren Dews in the studio with us now with the latest reaction. Lauren.
Well, Nick and Sima, we're now hearing from a retired police chief and law enforcement expert who analyzed those videos showing the chief and sergeant involved in that heated confrontation during the DWI crash investigation in Bradley Beach.
Chief, I'm working. I don't have time to argue about a jacket, okay?
Please touch me. Touch me.
Touch me.
You're watching and listening to the confrontation there. That's Sergeant William Major and Chief Leonard Guida getting into a physical argument over the sergeant's jacket he was wearing. Major was in the middle of investigating a DWI crash on Main Street when the chief arrived on scene in street clothes. Major said the chief appeared, quote, drunk again. The chief suspended Major on site, who has since returned to his job, but the chief remains suspended with pay. Brian Higgins is a policing expert. He analyzed that incident and spoke with us on what he thinks happened.
If the chief was a civilian and came to the scene intoxicated, interfered with and put his hands on a police officer, he'd no doubt be arrested. And it's only by the fact that he's the chief of the police department that he wasn't arrested for interfering with the officer's lawful duties.
We do expect to get an update on the chief's status from the Bradley Beach mayor, Larry Fox. That should come early next week. News 12 will keep you updated with the latest developments.
Let's rock on the mic. What's up, everybody? And you are listening to the best of the Media Mike Radio Show. I am your host, the Media Mike Speaks, sponsored by New Justice Media, where we are the voice of the everyday citizen. The time is now 34 minutes past the hour here in the Lone Star State. So let's get to it before it's too late. All right, good people, as you saw in that video, one of my subscribers sent me that. And it's multiple parts to that video, and some parts are longer than others. So I don't want to share the whole video because there was some music playing at the end, and you know how the YouTube copyright thing is. So, but as you saw there, yeah, law and disorder. This Bradley, New Jersey, Jersey Shore police chief, Leonard Guida. Yep, as you saw, showing up on scene at a DWI intoxicated. Most likely way above the legal limit. But I do not know what the legal limit is in Jersey, but I'm pretty sure the way he was acting, it was above board, way above board. So yeah, as you saw there, I can tell you pretty much what was the outcome of this investigation. I can tell you that. And it didn't end well for the chief. Well, it all depends. So the mayor has something to say about it. And he goes on to say, as many of you know, there has been an ongoing investigation conducted by the Monmouth County Prosecutor's Office. Their report is complete and actions have been taken based on the recommendations from the Monmouth County Prosecutor's Office. So, well, this is Fox News who said that. So Captain James Arnold will assume the duties of chief among Guida's retirement. So there you have it. Now, Guida, the guy, the chief, he was 64 years old, on the police force for more than 40 years. He'd been on the force for more than 40 years, was captured on body cameras in an altercation with Sergeant William Major at the scene of an accident investigation on November 9th. Now, this is bad. As you saw Guida, the chief, in civilian clothing, he was hammered, just beyond hammered. Now, I want to know, how did he get home, you see? Because as you saw in the video, that retired chief, and I used to work in law enforcement, so yeah, he was correct. We call it interference. It's called obstruction of justice or interference. And the chief totally interfered with that investigation. Way out of line. Off duty, which on and off, but off duty, but intoxicated. How did he get home? That's the question. Did they let this chief drive home? You see? And the sergeant was within his rights. Now, a lot of people were saying that why didn't the other officers do anything? I agree, but the sergeant was in command at that time. He was the highest ranking officer at that time until the chief showed up, intoxicated. So it was the sergeant who was supposed to give the command. That's why he said, get him out of here. He said, he's drunk again. Get him out of here. So, yeah, the sergeant had to make that call. The other officers could not arrest him as such. I mean, from a protocol standpoint, probably, yeah. But you had a sergeant on duty. So they had to really follow his orders. Now, what happened after that, which they didn't show you, Guida, the chief, dismissed the sergeant. Now, he went home. He said, look, I'm going to go home. And now, I don't know what happened after that, but I'm pretty sure, it didn't end well for the chief because the mayor and everybody, he went on paid leave. And, yeah, they told him, look, man, either we're going to let you go or you can retire. Now, his annual salary, good people, over $200,000 a year. So what he was making. Now, they credit this chief with, I would say, low crime. And here's the thing. It's an 18-person department. It's only 18 officers. It's a small town, so it's only 18 officers. So I've worked in small departments before, and you kind of get that. They did give the chief a courtesy, yeah, but the sergeant was in his rights, and they probably was tired of the chief doing it. It doesn't seem like it was his first time, because he said he's drunk again. So yeah, they were tired of it. They were tired of him acting that way. And this is what you have a lot of times in actually small towns. They're saying allegedly, but it goes on. And this is up in the East Coast. 18 personnel department, and you got the chief acting like this, and yeah, and he's been doing it for a long time. And I do believe what got him jammed up was the body cam, his behavior. And you see, what people don't understand is that chief put people's lives in danger. He not only put officers' lives in danger, he put those civilian lives in danger too, who were at the site or involved in that accident, because it was a DWI, it was a crash. You didn't see everything, so it was kind of bad. So the chief was really, really out of line. He put a lot of people's lives in danger. And that's why, the guy was telling me, look, man, you can't be over here. You're interfering with this investigation. You got traffic going by. So that's pretty much what did him in. And this chief, look, he's old school. And as you can see with the pigmentation and everything, up there, it's a whole different shade. Horse of a different color. It is what it is. I lived in upstate New York before, so I know those areas are a little bit different. They operate a little bit different. And the best thing they can do was let him go on, give him his walking papers. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, they should have arrested me, they should have been fired. I do agree, but that's small town politics, and the best way to save face and grace was to give the man the walking papers and let him go on. Because I knew he wasn't going to get out of this. I knew he wasn't. So the mayor, now this is what the mayor said. I think these things need to be viewed along with the whole body of work. He goes on to say, on a personal note, as a resident of Bradley Beach, I am saddened by the media attention that has cast a negative pall on our police department and in some ways our town. I'd ask that we all come together, continue to improve these tight-knit community we live in. Now, neither Fox nor the county prosecutor's office would release the investigation report in the altercation. Right, because they kind of didn't make it so bad. But the chief's out of line. He'd been doing it all along. And this is what gets me too. What is it that drives a lot of these officers to drink? I know the job is stressful. Trust me, I've been there. I've been in the military too. But I didn't drink like that. I didn't drink in the military either. But it's something about them that wants to go down that road like they can't come back from it. And he should have got help a long time ago. But it appears they've been covering for this man. And it was the body cam, and what happened is altercation what did him in. So the thing is, hey, you let people fall on their own sword, it will end. They're going to do the damage themselves. And he did it. So let him go on, and I hope this other chief, it seems that he may probably be much better, and and not even behave like that. And the officer, the sergeant did give him grace. He did the best he could. He did the right thing, kept his composure. And he knew, and everybody knew. They knew the chief, it was over. They knew like this is not going to end well tomorrow or in the week. He's done. This is bad. This time it got caught on the body cam. I think this is what did it in. It was an incident and it was already active. They could not do they couldn't do anything. The chief walked right into that. And he did himself in. So, anyway, let me know what you think about this. Until next time, this is your guy, Mr. Educator, Mr. Communicator, Mr. Free Thinker. Subscribe, share, and like to keep me rocking on the mic. Have a good night.
Understand you soon, it won't be long. Keep on, keep on.